It's 2 a.m. Your phone buzzes like an angry hornet on your nightstand. You squint at the screen. It's your mom, voice cracking through tears, begging, "Elena, please." Sophia and I were out on the street. "We need you. You're our only hope." And in that split second, every scar from your childhood rips open. The birthdays you spent alone while hers were lavish parties. The straight A report cards tossed in the trash like junk mail. Because Sophia got a solo in the school play. Now that's something. The way your own dreams were starved, while hers were force-fed on a silver spoon. You sit up in bed, heart pounding like a war drum, fingers hovering over the reply button. Do you cave, forgive, or do you finally say the words you've whispered to yourself in the mirror for 20 years? No. If you've ever been the forgotten kid in your own family, the one who hustled in the shadows while someone else stole the spotlight, hit that like button right now. It tells the algorithm to beam this to more underdogs like you. Subscribe and ring the bell because today's tale, it's raw, it's real, and it's the kind of revenge that feels like a warm hug from karma herself. Let's dive in. Let's rewind the clock, back to a cramped 2-bedroom house on the outskirts of Seattle, where the rain never seemed to stop, and neither did the favoritism. Picture it, 1998. I'm 8 years old, Elena Ramirez, all knobby knees and wild curly hair that Mom called a rat's nest. My little sister Sophia? She was 4, with those big doe eyes, golden curls that fell like a shampoo commercial, and a smile that could melt butter. From the moment she popped out, 2 weeks early no less, Mom, Margaret, decided Sophia was her miracle. Me? I was just the starter kid, the one who came before the main event. Our dad bailed when I was 3. Some vague story about chasing dreams in California that we all knew meant chasing bar tabs. Mom never recovered. She poured every ounce of her shattered heart into Sophia, like she was trying to rewrite history. "Sophia's got that spark, Elena," she'd say, ruffling my hair absent-mindedly while braiding Sophia's with silk ribbons. You're steady. Like a rock. Steady. It sounded like a compliment back then, but rocks get skipped over ponds, don't they? They sink. School was my escape. I'd trudge home from Lincoln Elementary, backpack heavier than my frame, bursting with stories. "Mom, I won the science fair. My volcano erupted perfectly, red food coloring everywhere." I'd beam, holding up my blue ribbon like it was Olympic gold. She'd glance up from the couch, where Sophia was curled in her lap, flipping through a picture book. "That's nice, honey. Sophia, show Elena your new doll. Isn't she precious?" The ribbon would crumple in my fist. The vinegar and baking soda tang still sharp in my nostrils, mixing with the metallic bite of swallowed tears. I learned quick, don't share joys. They get overshadowed. By high school, the gap was a chasm. Sophia was the prom queen at 16. Cheer captain, debate star, the girl every teacher remembered. Me? I was the library ghost, nose deep in AP calculus, and coding books borrowed from the community college. I taught myself HTML on our ancient dial-up modem, fingers flying over keys that clicked like accusations in the dead of night. "What are you doing up so late?" Mom would snap from the kitchen, where she'd be packing Sophia's lunch with heart-shaped sandwiches. "Go to bed, Elena. Sophia needs her beauty sleep for tryouts tomorrow." Beauty sleep. As if my all-nighters building websites for extra cash were just lazy. The worst? My senior year. I'd scraped together applications for MIT. Full ride, baby. The acceptance letter came on a Tuesday, crisp envelope trembling in my hands as I burst through the door. "Mom, I got in. Scholarships cover everything." My voice cracked with a joy so pure it hurt, like sunlight piercing storm clouds. She was in the living room, helping Sophia rehearse for her college audition. Some theater program at a state school. Sophia dramatic as ever, mid-monologue. To be or not to be. Mom clapped, eyes sparkling. "Brava, darling. You're a star." I stood there, letter wilting. "Mom, my tea?" She waved a hand, not even turning fully. MIT, that's so far, and expensive, even with scholarships. "Sophia's staying close. Family first, right? Hand me that script, would you?" No hug, no photo. Just the echo of my heartbeat, thudding against ribs that felt too tight. That night, I lay in bed, staring at the water-stained ceiling, the paper crinkling under my pillow. Why isn't it enough? Why am I never the miracle? The question looped like a glitchy program. Error code. Unseen. Sophia. Oh, she knew how to play the game. She'd breeze in after a failed test. Oops, I partied too hard. And Mom would coo. My poor baby, let's get you a tutor. Elena, you're good at math. Help your sister. Help. Always help. I'd tutor her till my eyes burned, explaining derivatives while she doodled hearts in the margins. And when she aced it, see, Sophia? With a little push, you're unstoppable. My push, invisible as always. College came, and I clawed my way there on that MIT scholarship, leaving Seattle's gray skies for Cambridge's crisp autumns. Freedom tasted like strong coffee and late-night hackathons. Finally, eyes on me that saw potential, not obligation. I double-majored in computer science and business, interned at startups that buzzed with ideas bigger than family grudges. By graduation, I had offers pouring in. I picked a tech firm in Silicon Valley, junior developer, $85K starting. Mom's email? Congrats, Elena. Send money for Sophia's sorority dues. She's struggling. While I was eating ramen to save for rent. The calls tapered off after that. I'd visit once a year, holidays mostly, walking on eggshells in that same cramped house, now even smaller, walls yellowed with time. Sophia dropped out after 2 semesters to pursue acting. Pursue turned into a string of waitressing gigs and boyfriends who promised the world but delivered drama. Mom enabled it all, co-signing car loans for headshots, maxing credit cards on investment clothes. I'd bite my tongue, watching Sophia lounge on the couch, scrolling Instagram, while Mom fretted over bills. Elena's so independent, Mom would say, almost proud. Wish you had a bit of that drive, Soph. It stung, praise wrapped in a backhand. But independence? It was armor, forged in those lonely nights, typing code that built worlds while mine crumbled unseen. I climbed fast in the valley, promoted to lead engineer by 25, then product manager. Side hustles bloomed, an app for freelance coders that hit 100K users in a year. Investors sniffed around. By 30, I'd founded my own startup, Elara Tech, AI tools for small businesses. Crunchy numbers, late nights, but every ping of a new user, validation. A quiet fuck you to the girl who'd once hidden report cards in shame. Sophia, meanwhile, her acting career fizzled into Instagram influencing, thirst traps and sponsored lip gloss, raking in enough for rent but not roots. She married at 28. Derek, a slick salesman with a smile like a used car lot. Mom was over the moon. My girls settling down. They bought a house on a joint loan Mom co-signed, because family helps family. I sent a toaster as a gift. Neutral. Safe. Then the cracks spiderwebbed. Derek's business trips turned into affairs, caught red-handed with a co-worker in their bed. Sophia filed for divorce, screaming matches echoing through phone calls to Mom. He took everything. The house, the savings. Mom, ever the fixer, dipped into retirement to cover lawyer fees. It's what mothers do, she'd tell me during our obligatory check-ins, voice thin as tissue. I'd murmur sympathies, but inside, a flicker. Not my circus, not my monkeys. The real implosion hit last winter. Sophia, post-divorce and desperate for relevance, launched a lifestyle brand. Crystals, essential oils, the whole woo-woo pyramid scheme. Borrowed $50K from shady online lenders, with Mom as guarantor. It's foolproof, Mom. Influencers are killing it. Sales? A trickle. Then lawsuits. False advertising claims from pissed-off customers. The bank foreclosed on the house. Mom's social security checks vanished into arrears. By spring, they were evicted. Sophia couchsurfing with friends who ghosted. Mom in a dingy motel, rationing instant noodles. I heard whispers first. From a cousin's Facebook post. Blurry photo of moving boxes labeled Margaret and Soph. My phone stayed silent. No calls, no "Hey kiddo, how's life?" until that 2 a.m. buzz. The voicemail hit like a gut punch. Mom's voice, raspy from cigarettes and defeat. Elena, it's bad. Sophia's depressed, won't eat. We're sleeping in her car, can you imagine? Your sister, my baby. She needs therapy. A place to stay. I need groceries, meds. Please, honey. Wire something, anything. We're family. Family. The words slithered like smoke, choking. Then Sophia grabbed the phone, whiny, theatrical. Elena, it's me. I know we drifted, but you always were the smart one. Help us out. For old time's sake, old times. Like the time she borrowed my prom dress and returned it stained with wine, laughing it off as an accident. Or when Mom's birthday cake, the one I'd baked from scratch, got accidentally fed to the dog because Sophia wanted ice cream instead. I played it back 3 times, curled on my couch in my Palo Alto condo. Views of the hills that I'd earned, square foot by square foot of code. My chest tightened, breath shallow, like I'd run a marathon uphill. They don't see me. Never have. I'm the ATM now, not the daughter. Fingers itched for the delete button, but no. This was the turning point. The glitch in the system I'd ignored too long. Resolve hardened in my gut, cold and certain as steel. Not this time. They chose their golden girl. Let her shine through the dark. The planning? It wasn't vengeful scheming in a lair. No, it was quieter. A spreadsheet first. My net worth, $2.7 million from Alara's Series A round last month. Their pleas itemized in my mind, $10K for rent, $5K for Sophia's therapy, endless emotional IOUs. I drafted the email, polite, surgical, but no, voice. They deserved to hear it crackle through the line, live and unfiltered. I scheduled the call for Saturday morning, my time, their noon, probably scavenging for coffee. When the video chat rang, I was in my home office. Floor-to-ceiling windows, Alara logo etched on the glass door. Coffee steaming, black and bitter. They connected patchy. Mom in a faded cardigan, hair unbrushed, eyes hollowed like bruised plums. Sophia beside her in a motel room, peeling wallpaper, a single bulb casting shadows like accusations. Elena, Mom lit up, forced brightness. You look successful. That place behind you? Wow. Sophia leaned in, mascara smudged. Sis, thanks for calling back. We, got your message about helping. I leaned back, camera framing just my face. No glimpse of the life they'd dismissed. Heart hammering, but voice steady as code compiling clean. Yeah, about that. Pause. Let it hang thick as fog. Their faces shifted. Hope flickering, then uncertainty. Good. Feel the shift. I heard the voicemail. Sounds rough. Mom jumped in, words tumbling like loose change. Oh, it is, honey. The bank's ruthless. Took everything. Sophia's brand, it was a risk, but who knew? We need a bridge loan, just till I get my pension sorted. $5,000, 10, you name it, we'll pay back. Sophia nodded, eyes wide, playing the damsel. Please, Elena, I messed up, okay? Derek, the business, but you're killing it. I saw your LinkedIn, Alara Tech. That's huge. Help your little sis? The flattery landed like spit. LinkedIn. As if scrolling my profile now erased the years of silence. My throat burned, acid rising, old wounds reopening, raw and pulsing. They think a compliment buys forgiveness? Like I'm still that 8-year-old handing over my ribbon. I inhaled slow, fingers gripping the mug till knuckles whitened. Mom, Sophia, let's talk real for a second. Their smiles faltered. Mom's hand fluttered to her throat. What do you mean? I mean, this isn't new. This broke begging cycle. It's been your script since I was a kid. Remember my MIT letter? You glanced at it like it was junk mail because Sophia had a play rehearsal. My promotions? You'd ask for Sophia's tuition money the same week. I built this... I gestured vaguely, voice dropping low, gravelly with years of grit. From nothing. No safety net. No family first bailouts. While you two played favorites, I coded through the nights you forgot I existed. Sophia blinked, mouth agape like a fish on dry dock. Elena, that's not fair. We love you. Love. The word exploded, sharp as glass shattering. I leaned forward, eyes locking on the screen. Let them see the fire they'd stoked and ignored. Love doesn't look like that. It doesn't mean ignoring one kid's science fair win for another's doll. It doesn't mean tutoring till your eyes cross, only to get credit stolen. It means seeing both daughters, not picking a golden child and leaving the other to rust. Mom's face crumpled, tears carving tracks down cheeks lined with regret. Or was it just panic? I was trying to protect Sophia. After your dad, she was so fragile. Fragile. The excuse she'd polished for decades. My laugh came out hollow, echoing in my chest like wind through empty halls. Fragile. And I was... what? Bulletproof? Protect her by breaking me? By making every milestone a footnote? No, Mom, you chose, and now? The bill's due. Silence stretched, taut as a wire. Sophia's lip quivered. Real tears now or good acting? Elena, come on. Blood's thicker than water. We need you. I shook my head, slow, deliberate. The release washed over me then. Not rage, but clarity. Cool, empowering, like shedding soaked clothes after a storm. Blood might be thicker, but it doesn't buy blind loyalty. I needed you. Graduations, breakdowns, the nights I cried alone in my dorm wondering if I was enough. You weren't there, so now, when you're broke and desperate, I'm saying no. No? Mom echoed, voice a whisper shriek. Elena Ramirez, you can't, and I can. And I am. Get a job, Sophia. Downsize, Mom. Figure it out, like I did. This call, it's goodbye. I hit end call before the sobs could hook me back. Screen black. Room silent save for my breathing. Deep, even, free. The aftermath? A detox. Days blurred into work highs. Alara closed a 10-minute deal that week. My name on the press release. Mom's texts piled up. How could you? Think of your sister. You're heartless. Heartless. If only they knew the heart I'd armored, beat by beat. Sophia tried once. Voicemail, slurry with wine. You win, okay? Happy now? Yeah, I was. Months ticked by. Whispers from relatives. Mom in subsidized housing, clerking at a dollar store, apron over her cardigan, pride in tatters. Sophia, waitressing at a dive bar, crystals gathering dust. No more influencers, just real-world grit. And me, thriving. TEDx talk booked. A quiet dinner with friends who saw me, really saw. Not as the rock, but the architect. The real climax? 6 months later. Holiday season, ironic, right? Turkey and tinsel masking old wounds. My phone dings mid-board meeting. Cousin Lisa's group chat. Family edition. Photo attached. Mom and Sophia at a dingy diner. Menus greasy. Smiles strained. Caption. Rough holidays. Elena, any holiday spirit to share? The nudge. Subtle as a sledgehammer. But then, another ping. Private message from Mom. Audio file. I step into the hallway. Glass walls reflecting my power suit. Heels clicking authority. Play. Her voice, stripped bare. No tears this time. Just weary truth. Elena. It's me. I saw your article in the Tech Mag. Series B funding? God, I'm proud. Finally saying it out loud. I screwed up. Picked wrong battles. Sophia's working doubles now. Says it's humbling. Me too. No asking this time, just... Sorry. For the girl I overlooked. Merry Christmas, kiddo. Sophia chimes in. Text overlay. Hey, therapy's helping. Turns out I'm not a star. Just human. Miss the old us, or a new us. No pressure. I freeze, thumb hovering. The old Elena? Would have caved. Wired $1,000. Nursed the grudge quiet. But this Elena? The one who'd stared down the mirror and said, enough? I feel it then, the payoff, blooming warm in my chest. Not glee at their rock bottom, but vindication. They'd crawled through the fire I'd walked alone. Apologies unprompted. Change forced by consequence. I reply simple. Merry Christmas. Proud of your steps. Doors cracked, not wide open, yet. Send. Block the group chat noise. Back to the meeting, head high. The weight lifted like fog burning off at dawn. They regretted it. Not in a villain's kneel, but in quiet admissions that echoed my pain back. Validated. And me? Free. The golden child crown? Tarnished. Mine? Forged in code and courage, shining solo. Sweetest revenge. Not the no. It was watching them rise, or not, without my strings. Justice. Served cold, but thawing into something like peace. In the end, karma isn't a boomerang. It's a mirror. It shows us what we sow, forces us to reap, and sometimes saying no isn't cruelty. It's the kindest cut carving space for everyone to grow. What would you have done? Food for thought as the credits roll. Whew! If Elena's no gave you that righteous chill down your spine, smash that like button and drop a fire emoji in the comments. Tell me, what's the most epic family payback you've pulled or witnessed? Spill the tea. We're all ears. And hey, if underdog wins are your jam, subscribe for weekly doses of Reddit revenge that'll have you fist pumping. Turn on notifications, you won't want to miss the next one. Thanks for riding this roller coaster with me. See you in the next story. Stay fierce.